It's nice catching up with you again. Hope everyone is doing well wherever you are. And today we're talking about breastfeeding. Did you know that this week is World Breastfeeding Week? And the theme from UNICEF and WHO is that support breastfeeding for a healthier planet. That is so noble. Breast milk is the golden way to start life due to its emotional, nutritional, and health benefits to both the baby and the mother. And we need to support breastfeeding because, in as much as breastfeeding is a natural process, it comes with challenges. And so, breastfeeding mothers need to be supported just to make sure that they are breastfeeding their babies optimally without any compromise. We can support these mothers by instilling confidence in them so that they can breastfeed at any time without any fear. We can support them by empowering them to overcome challenges that come alongside breastfeeding, and we can support them by reassuring them that their babies need optimal nutrition daily. And so breastfeeding is paramount to that. So starting with the benefits of breastfeeding, the first one is that breast milk provides the ideal nutrition for your baby. There is no other substitute that can compare 100% to breast milk. Breast milk is the best for your baby. And I will start by colostrum, which is the first milk that comes from day 1 to day 7 since the time of delivery. It is rich in antibodies. Antibodies enables the baby's immune system to develop and be able to fight infection should they arise. Number 2, breast milk is a source of carbohydrates, and carbohydrates provide energy for the baby. Like in 100 ml of breast milk, we have about 7 grams of carbohydrate, which will enable your baby to get enough energy that they need. Breast milk also has proteins, which enables the body to form cells, to form tissues, so that your baby can grow very well. Breast milk also contains fats. Fats are also another source of energy. Fats insulate our body. Fats carry the fat-soluble vitamins. They form the structures of membranes in the body of the baby. Also, the breast milk contains calcium, which is a very essential nutrient for the formation and development of bones and teeth. Breast milk also contains iron. Iron is needed for the formation of red blood cells. For your baby to have the right amount or quantity of blood, we need iron, and this is supplied in the milk. The iron enhances the well-functioning of the immune system so that your baby's immune system is strong to fight any infections that comes by. Also, iron helps in cognitive or mental development. That's why scientists say that babies who are exclusively breastfed are more sharp or more intelligent compared to those who were introduced to foods earlier before the right time. Breast milk also contains vitamin A, which is important for eyesight. Vitamin A is also an antioxidant. It helps the body to break toxic or harmful substances into less harmful substances in the body of the baby. Vitamin A is part of it enables the skin of the baby to be well structured or to have good integrity. Therefore, these are the nutritional benefits and many other nutrients that I cannot mention them all for now. Another benefit of breast milk is that it is at the right temperature and it is clean. It does not need to be warm, does not need to be cooled. It does not need to be sterilized. It is not for yesterday. It comes at that time. So it is clean, it is fresh, it is at the right temperature. It is time saving. Unlike other substances or foods or substitutes which would have to run to the market, buy, prepare, the breast milk is time saving because it's just coming direct from the mother to the baby. Breastfeeding helps the mother's uterus to return to the right position because of this hormone called oxytocin. So this hormone enables the uterus also to contract and get back to its normal position. Breastfeeding also enables the mother to shed off the excess weight they gained during pregnancy, because breastfeeding is an energy consuming process. So a lot of fats that had accumulated during pregnancy are broken down to release energy to facilitate this process of breastfeeding. Another benefit of breastfeeding is that it is a way of family planning, though this one varies from one mother to another, but it delays the fertility hormones, the likes of progesterone and others. It delays ovulation, so the mother can have at least some good time to attend to this baby that is already there before even they get fertile again, though I have said this one varies from one mother to another. Another benefit of breastfeeding is economically. Did you know that by promoting exclusive breastfeeding, a nation can get 302 billion US dollars per year, an extra income? And another benefit of breastfeeding is that by promoting exclusive breastfeeding, we can save the lives of 820,000 children per year globally. The benefits are so tremendous. And at this juncture, I want to congratulate all mothers who have done exclusive breastfeeding. Now let's go to how to breastfeed. And it starts with the mother. The diet of the mother. The mother needs to eat at 4 main meals in a day, whereas a normal person who is not breastfeeding like me require only 3 main meals a day. A breastfeeding mother requires 4 main meals a day and at least 2 snacks, and these meals should be nutritious and well balanced. In other words, they should have carbohydrates, should have proteins, they should have vitamins, they should have minerals, they should have fiber, they should have all those nutrients, and they should be in the right proportions or quantities. And in addition, this mother needs plenty of fluids like porridge, like milk, like fruit juices, just to ensure that they have enough fluids in the body, which helps in the formation of the breast milk. The mother needs also to be psychologically stable. So if you are a man there and this kind of people, you would bring chaos in the family, troubling mothers, just know that you are doing a disservice to both the mother and to the baby, because breastfeeding is controlled by hormones, and when the mother is disturbed psychologically, there is hormonal imbalance, and this will affect the amount of milk and the quality of milk that is coming. The mother also needs to sit in a favorable, conducive environment, free from distractions or anything that could cause disturbance. The mother needs to sit in an appropriate position, relaxed, and the back should be well supported and should be dressed well, so that you can, that's why we say instill confidence. You can comfortably open up your blouse or your dress and start breastfeeding without any fear. So you also need to have dressed well. And I know ladies, we like being fancy, would have hair that are all over the face. Just make sure you tie them, or you just send it behind, or you can use a headscarf like mine during that time of breastfeeding, just to make sure that there's nothing that is going that will compromise the breastfeeding. And now once the mother is okay, now we go to the next step, which is the baby. So we have something called breastfeeding pillow, but for today I just have a normal pillow. But there is a special breastfeeding pillow, but you can use a normal pillow. I'm thinking of you, a woman in the village, they cannot afford to go to the to the supermarket and buy a breastfeeding pillow, but you have this pillow at home. You can use this pillow. You just put on the laps to ensure that the distance between the baby and your breast is not so long. And then I am assuming this is my baby for today, because I don't have a baby at the moment, but I will get one at the right time. So this is my baby for today, and there are 2 positions for breastfeeding. There's one that is called cross cradle, and another one is called the football hold. The cross cradle is the most common and most widely practiced. So this is my baby. I take this, my left hand, and put behind to support the baby, ensuring that I do not hold the head in a fixed position, because the head needs to remain flexible so that the baby can always adjust into a more comfortable position he or she feels like is good for the breastfeeding position. So this hand will support the back. Make sure the ear, the shoulder, and the side are in a straight direction, in a straight line. The skin of the baby and my skin as a mother should be in contact. And now I should ensure that I use this my right hand. The four fingers go below the breast, and the bigger finger is on top, and so I support the baby. And make sure that the chin, this is the chin. The chin is the lower part of the mouth, is the one that will be in contact with my skin, the skin of the breast. But the nose up here should not be in contact with the skin, because the baby will have difficulties in breathing. So this chin will touch my skin. This is the mouth, which will go to the dark part of my breast, which we are calling areola. Do not breastfeed from the nipple only. Let the mouth get onto the dark part of your skin, which is called the areola, but let the nose be away from the skin to avoid compromising the baby's breathing. So I will do like this. I hold like this my breast, and I put it like this while I am supporting the baby. And I should concentrate, look at the baby, focus at the baby, to be able to observe whether there are unusual signs. If you hear some voices like, that means that the baby is swallowing in air, and that will bring problems. So you have to ensure that the mouth is well positioned onto the breast. I have said, and I repeat, breastfeed from the black part of your breast, which we are calling the areola, and not just the nipple. Because if you breastfeed just from the nipple, it will become painful in the long run, and you will not breastfeed. And also, when you breastfeed from that the nipple only, you squeeze the milk duct. So the milk that comes is very little and not enough for the baby. So make sure you are breastfeeding from the dark part. Make sure you hold like this to support the baby. Look at the baby. Make sure there is skin to skin contact. Another position is called the football hold. This one would probably work for women who have had cesarean section and are not just comfortable to, touch the wound because it's still healing. So you position the baby like this, but the procedure still applies. Let the head be flexible without any, compromising. Let the four fingers be below the breast and the one to be on top. Focus on the baby. Let the baby breastfeed from the dark part, the areola. Now, let the baby stay on one breast for at least 15 minutes. The breast milk comes in stages. The first one would be watery, the second one would be slightly thicker, and the third one would be more thicker. And so is are the nutrients inside. So make sure that the baby stays on one breast for at least 15 minutes so that they can get all those nutrients as they are coming in stages. Avoid this habit of putting here for 1 minute, bringing back on this one for 2 minutes, you are compromising with the flow of the nutrients. Let the baby be here for some good time, like 15 minutes or so. And if you feel the baby is not satisfied, that's when you maybe change to the other position. And one breastfeeding session should last for at least between 15 to 30 minutes. One breastfeeding session. You have to breastfeed for 15 to 30 minutes. So don't just breastfeed for 5 minutes and you think you are done. No, let it be for 15 to 30 minutes. And children, the newborns, those that have just been born, they need between 9 to 12 feeds in a day. In other words, you will feed for between 9 to 12 sessions in a day, or times in a day. But for children who are like, let's say, a little more grown, those ones you can breastfeed for 8 times in a day. That is 8 times in 24 hours. The other one, the newborns, I've said 9 to 12 times in 24 hours. How will you know your baby is hungry? Don't wait for your baby to cry for you to breastfeed. You can just there is something called the rooting reflex. If you hold the corner of the mouth of your baby, you see the baby opening the mouth and following to see what is coming. No, that baby is hungry. Another one is staring. If it is in the middle of the night and the baby is just staring, not sleeping, they are hungry. So don't wait for the baby to cry for you to breastfeed. How will you know that your baby is breastfeeding well? First of all, as a mother, I said concentrate. When you are concentrating, you will feel the baby swallowing the milk. Apart from that, you can look at the urine. 1 day, baby will use 1 diaper. 2 day, baby will use 2 diapers. 3 day, baby will use 3 diapers. But a baby 6 days and above, you will change maybe 6 to 8 diapers a day. Another thing is the stool. The newborn babies from 1 day to 5 days, their stool is black, and then it will progress to brown, and then it will go to mustard mustard yellow. But those that are like 5 days, the baby will have like 2 to 3 stools in a day. And those that are above 5 days, it would change. Some would have 1 stool in a day, some will have different. That one will change as the baby grows older. Another thing for you to know that your baby is breastfeeding well is that look at weight gain. That's why in the other presentation I had, I really encouraged about growth and monitoring, visiting the clinic, the mother baby clinic, because when the weight is taken, a well breastfed baby will add at least 500 grams. When you go to the clinic, if the baby is breastfeeding well, will add, even the least will be 500 grams. But if you see your baby is not adding even a little weight, then there is a problem. I want to talk to any boss who is here, any husband who is listening, any father, any brother, and even if you're not breastfeeding, but you are, in one way or the other involved with a breastfeeding mother, support them. Support them by ensuring that their meals are nutritious and, well served. Support them by encouraging them. Support them by accompanying them to the clinic, and just support them by as the boss, make sure there is a small room for the mothers to breastfeed. And then, when do you initiate breastfeeding? When you have given birth, ensure that you put the baby on the breast as soon as possible. I would say maybe 30 minutes to 1 hour for a normal case. But if there are other conditions that could delay, just make sure that once the issue has been sorted, you put the baby on the breast carefully. I want to encourage that those mothers that are about to give birth, or they're expectant, and just be patient. Some of them will put the baby and they say like there's no milk, and so they really want to remove. No, just put there and be patient, because I have already told you it is hormonal. The more you breastfeed is the more the milk comes. I want to encourage everybody who is a parent right now. If you are a mother and you are breastfeeding, congratulations. If you are an expectant mother, just make sure that when your time comes, you do it the right way. And also are hoping to be parents one day like me. When that time comes, also just do the right thing. Let's support breastfeeding and ensure that you do exclusive breastfeeding for the first 6 months of your baby, without anything like water, without any food, without any milk substitute, just breast milk for the first 6 months. From there now, you will continue breastfeeding as you introduce complementary foods. Thank you for your time. Hope this helps you. See you next time. Shalom.